The woman was just cleaning the police station. It was an absolutely normal day, but suddenly her eyes fell on the caseboard, and she immediately caught the mistake. She threw the lollipop from her mouth, and her mind began to work rapidly. Within a few seconds, she understood that the police had misidentified the killer and the victim. Without thinking, she crossed out suspect and wrote victim underneath. She felt she had just given a small help. But the next morning, Sheriff Walker burst into anger, asking who had changed their board. A man had died, the prime suspect was missing, and this was no joke. The CCTV cameras had recorded everything. The footage showed Ella working the whole night while listening to music, dancing, music, and everything. But there was no rule that a cleaner could not dance a little while listening to music. Still, the senior officer said that interfering in a criminal case could land her in jail. Ella was shocked, saying, "I only corrected a mistake. Where did I interfere?" Walker got furious. "A cleaner will teach me how to handle a case?" But the female officer ignored him, opened the file, and said, "All right, Ella, tell me what you saw." Looking at the picture of the room, Ella said it was impossible that the woman had killed her husband. She explained that the sofa cushions were arranged with perfect spacing. The colors were alternating, and the items on the shelf were arranged according to size and material. This was the house of someone who loved cleanliness. But there was one strange thing. All the curtains were tied except one. How could a woman who pays attention to the distance between cushions ignore a curtain? Then she pointed out that there were hair strands and glue marks on the chair legs. Someone had taped and tied them and then pulled the tape off. This meant someone had been tied to the chair, but there were no marks on the victim's wrists. That meant there was a third person, and the real hostess was actually the victim. Ella's observation shocked everyone. Shocked. The CCTV revealed that on the day of the incident, a third woman had entered the house, and everyone became convinced Ella was right. But rules were rules, so Walker ordered that Ella be detained. In new footage, an Asian girl appeared who denied everything but had no alibi. When Ella was about to sign the confidentiality agreement, she noticed something wrong with the footage and said that the video was not from that day. The leaves were blowing in southeast wind, while in that season the wind always came from the northwest, meaning the footage was old. Churches are always built facing east, so the direction of the leaves revealed the direction of the wind. The officers looked at one another, unsure whether Ella was praising them or mocking them.